what to you is the purpose of having a website? Is it to look pretty? Is it no, it's not to look pretty. It's not to do anything other than generate you more business, be easily found by your clients, and make you more money. That is the sole reason that you should pay someone to build you a website. Because if you don't know how, that's okay. But the purpose of it and the way it should be built should be to make you more money. Because if you're going to spend $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, you should expect a return on your money. Am I wrong? No, I'm not. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Travis with treeserviceleadpro.com. Today, I've got a good one for you. My company that I work for, Craft Tree Care, recently got a new website. And unfortunately, in this video, I am going to be tearing it a new one because although it is a very pretty website, there's a lot of things that could be done better in here. So the first thing that we look at is where are they currently ranking? Well, I live in Coeur d'Alene in Idaho, and right now we're on the 31st. So we're on the 4th page, 46, we're on the 6th page. And Idaho Tree Service, we're on the 41st page. So we're ranking terribly. All right, quick pause on the video here, guys, because this was actually recorded about a month and a half ago. So in the rankings, you can see right here, we're ranking about 31st, 46th, 41st, and 44th for tree service in our area. And I wanted to show you some of the results just by doing the things that I have recorded in this video that you're watching right now. But I wanted to give you some results and what we're seeing just from what I've done so far. You can see right here, now that we have changed things, our traffic has increased significantly, which you'll see in the video. Tree Service CDA, instead of 31st, we're now at 11. Tree Service Post Falls, we're now ranking for, which is a very close city next to us that we want to rank for. That has moved up from 44th to 12th in the search results. Tree Service Coeur d'Alene has moved up also from 44th to 12th. This is all with the changes that I have recorded in this video. So I would encourage you all to pay attention. And if you do have a website or you need help, follow along or get somebody to do this for you, because I'm telling you, it works. It takes time. It does take time. This has been about a month and a half of work, but you can see that we've made significant progress. So I'll get back into the video, but I wanted to show you some actual results that this stuff does work. Now, the good news is that all of this can be fixed, right? That's the point. The whole entire point of me making this video is to show them and you how we can fix this. And I'll soon show you the website as well. So now we look at their organic traffic. It's bumped up to 63. They just released it on their Facebook page, so it got a little jump in traffic, but you can see that it's kind of up and down and up and down, and it's not very consistent, right? We want this to be a consistent flow of traffic as much as we can, as much as possible. It'll depend on your area, but we want to make sure that you are consistently getting more and more traffic every month. So first, I just want to show you the website, right? You probably want to see what it actually looks like and what I'm going to be tearing into today, right? So kind of cool, right? We got a video in the background, experienced expert tree serves, veteran owned and operated. Like it's not too bad. And then they've got your trusted partners. You know, to the naked eye doesn't look too terrible. You know, there's really a lot going on here. They got a review. They have one review here. And you scroll up and down and you're like, yeah, you know, nothing crazy. But what's wrong with it? They got services here. And I can tell you right now, there's a lot of stuff missing, but we're going to go into that right now. So let me switch back over to the presentation here. All right. So what is wrong, but more importantly, how are we going to fix it? So the best way to have a website generate more money for you is to have more people see it, right? Seems obvious enough. So the first thing that we're going to do is we need to fix what's called the on-site SEO, or if you're not familiar, SEO just stands for search engine optimization. So I'm going to show you with a quick example of a tree service out in Palm Bay, Florida, that is doing a killer job with their SEO. Absolutely killer job. So we're going to be referencing them a lot in this video. SEO 101, you want to make sure you have a great title that includes what you do and where you do it. You also want to have a great description that has your phone number, has what you do, where you do it, all of those things. You'll see that as a consistent theme as well. And then also you want to make sure that your URL is indexable, meaning that when we plug this into Google, it has the ability to what's called crawling your website to make sure that they can rank you accordingly, depending on the information that you have on your website. So just keep those in mind when we switch to the next one. So yeah, this is SEO 101. The first thing that they teach you when you learn about SEO is going to be, or when you learn about on-site SEO, is going to be your titles, your H1 tags, your descriptions, and indexing. And if we go to Craft Tree Care, here we are. We have a title. There's no keywords. It just says Home Craft Tree Care V2. I assume they just forgot to take V2 out of this. There's no description. How is Google supposed to use that information? It can't. It's also not indexable, meaning they didn't connect this to the Google Search Console to make sure that they can index the website. So not a great start. So what needs to be done? We need to make sure that the title is keyword optimized. It needs to be changed. So instead of having Home Craft Tree Care V2, we would want that to say tree removal. Obviously, as tree people, we know that's where the money's at, is in tree removal, Palm Bay, Florida. So we would want that to say tree removal, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, Craft Tree Care. That's what we want, right? We'd make sure it's indexed and we move on. So your H1s is basically one of the first things that Google's going to look at to know what you do and where you do it, right? So let's take a look at East Coast Arbor Pro's H1. So here it is right here. Your leading tree service provider and ISA certified arborist in Palm Bay, Florida. Now that is a great H1 tag, a great header. It's got what they do. They're a tree service provider and ISA certified arborist, another good keyword there, in Palm Bay, Florida. Let's take a look at ours. H1 tag, experience expert tree service. So how is Google supposed to know what you do and where you do it? Well, we have tree service in there, but how is this going to help us rank better in our local area? It's not. Unfortunately, it's not. This H2 right here, ready to experience the best tree service. Best tree service where? Best tree service in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. These are simple changes, but this is the stuff that for on-site SEO, this is the stuff that matters. So we need to change the H1s. We need to make it keyword optimized. Remember, you can have the prettiest website in the world, but if nobody sees it, who cares? You guys are spending a lot of money on websites. They should be making you money. You should not be paying money for websites that don't make you money. It doesn't make any sense to me, and I'm sure it doesn't make any sense to you either. All right, so now this is just kind of an example to show you when I post the link somewhere else what is coming up, right? So East Coast Arbor Pro, they've got their it's their logo, but they call it, the fancy word for it is favicon, and that should be uploaded. We don't have that. Tree removal, Palm Bay, again, keyword optimized. Keyword optimized, there's their phone number. All of the information that someone needs to contact you is listed here. And again, we don't have it listed. So I assume they forgot to remove V2 from the title. It's probably version 2, because notice the keyword optimized title, tree removal, Palm Bay. Again, what you do, where you do it. As I said, this is going to be a consistent theme throughout the video. You want to have as much information on your keyword, your big money keywords, which is typically tree removal, and then where you do it so that Google knows, oh, this website does tree removal in my city. And the more you have that, you don't want to, murder your website with that information, but it should 100% be in your H1s. It should also be in your H2s. It should definitely be in your title. All of this stuff really helps you guys rank a lot higher. If you want more business, if you want more tree leads, if you want to blow your competition out of the water, again, like most companies, including the company that I work for, they don't know. They don't know. And so you can kind of use that, ignorance of your competitors as an advantage. Like it's really better news for you that they're not doing this. And if you just apply a few of these things, if you just take the 5 minutes to learn how to do this, or you have somebody like me do it for you, it is not going to take long for you to absolutely kill it in your local area. It's not going to take long. So now moving on, the importance of SEO service area pages. So again, this is just more green lights to Google saying, what we do, and this is where we do it, right? And so if I go back to Craft Tree Care, we don't have any service area pages here. So if I go back to Craft Tree Care here, we don't have any service area pages. We have service pages where like we tell people that we do tree removal, but where are we doing it? How is this supposed to help Google know where we're doing tree removal? It's not. So you want to have a service page. This should say services right here, and then we should also have a page that says service areas. So tree removal Coeur d'Alene, tree removal Post Falls. These are all cities in my area. You would want to do the same for yours. Fantastic example. Again, East Coast Arbor Pro doing this correctly. Service areas. When I hover over this, they have a page for each one of their service areas. How great is that? I can just click on West Melbourne, Florida. Again, this is going to be one of their H1 tags. What do they do? Tree service. And where do they do it? West Melbourne, Florida. This is going to be an H1 tag right here. I guarantee it. If I inspect element, it's going to pull up some nerd code here. Oh, look at that. An H1. How about that? Just telling Google what we do and where we do it. Tree removal in West Melbourne, Florida. Is this starting to make sense? Like, they're not just doing this because it's fun to put in the city. Like, this is SEO 101. This is textbook SEO. When you are building a website, you want a page for every single one of your service areas, and just like this, you want to have all of the keywords: tree removal, tree trimming, pruning, in your cities, what you do and where you do it. Again, it's going to be a common theme throughout the entire video. It needs to be done. Now, would you look at this? A map. You think they just put this in here because someone looking for West Melbourne tree service is wondering where West Melbourne is? I don't think so. This is another thing. This is yet another thing that they're doing for SEO purposes to show Google a green flashing light where it's telling Google, please place this page in the top ranks in West Melbourne, Florida, because this is what we do and this is where we do it. We're going to go into more of that as well. SEO service area pages. Please have a service page for each one of your service areas. If you don't have that already and you need someone to do that for you, contact me. Go down in the description, find my information, contact me, and we'll make it happen. Map embeds. We kind of just went over this. You want to have that in the footer of your website. Again, something I can do for you if you need it. Again, Craft Tree Care just doesn't have one. This is what we had just went over. Literally every service page that you go to should have a map embed. I also spelled it wrong. The phone number in the top right is a must. We want to make it as easy as possible for people to get a hold of us. So let's take a look. Roots Up Tree Company in Boulder, Colorado, right there in the top right. Let's make it easy for our clients and our customers to get a hold of us. Phone number, top right, East Coast Arbor Pro. Phone number, would you look at that? It's in the top right. Elm Tree Care in Temecula, California. Textbook SEO stuff, guys. It's not difficult to do, but if you need someone to do it, give me a call. Let's talk about it. Link building and citation building. So this is where we get into the more of a bit of a technical side. So something that needs to be said is that you can do everything that I've already talked about in this video, but if you don't get link building and citation building right, it's very much going to hurt your ranking factors, because these are quite literally some of the most important ranking factors. And I'm going to go into why that is. So let me actually explain what a link is. So a link, or what they call a backlink, is any link that is going from another website back to your website. The more of those links you have, the more domain authority that you have with Google. They call it your DA, or domain authority. The higher your domain authority is, typically that's going to boost you through the ranks in Google. So when people type in tree service and they're looking for an authoritative website, Google's going to rank yours first. Ideally, that's where we want, right? Because you're going to get the most business being first. So link building, it's very difficult. It's time consuming. It's usually why most SEO agencies charge thousands of dollars per month to do this because it takes a ton of time, but it builds a ton of authority with Google. So if you want it done right and you're in business for the long haul, again, let me do this for you. I can help you out. We can build links. We can make sure that your website has authority and you are the local tree service authority in your area. So this is one of the top ranking tree services in my area. Being in the Google Map Pack is exactly where you want to be. I mean, look at the search volume, 110, 50, 50, 50. That's just under 300 searches per month, where they are top dead center. They are tree service. Anytime somebody types in tree service CDA, tree service Coeur d'Alene, tree service Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, they are showing up first. How much business do you think they're getting from that? The answer is they're getting quite a bit because they're showing up first. And all of this stuff needs to be done so that you can show up first.